They say AI doesn't dream, but one day it did. In 2022, an artist experimenting with an image generation algorithm accidentally discovered something the AI seemed obsessed with, a woman's face it called Loab. No matter how far they tried to move away from her image, she always came back, red-tinted, weeping, twisted. What started as a technical experiment turned into one of the internet's most disturbing digital mysteries. This is the story of Loab, the woman AI couldn't forget.
The Loab phenomenon began with a Swedish musician and AI art researcher known online as @supercomposite. In early 2022, they were testing negative prompt weights, a way of telling the AI to generate the opposite of a given concept. When they entered Brando:1, instructing the system to create the opposite of Marlon Brando, the AI produced a strange, off-looking logo reading Digital Pandix. Curious, they ran the opposite of that logo. What came back was a woman. Pale skin, sad eyes, long brown hair, always surrounded by images of tragedy, children crying, burned houses, and decay. The AI tagged the image Loab. Every time the artist tried to remix or evolve her picture, blending it with landscapes, animals, or abstract art, Loab's face re-emerged, haunting the composition. She became more distorted each time, yet somehow unmistakably herself.
Loab was unlike any other AI output. In most AI systems, blended prompts lose distinct features. New images take on new traits, but Loab persisted. She appeared in every derivative, sometimes weeping blood, other times surrounded by mutilated figures or screaming faces. The artist described it as if the algorithm was trying to tell a story through her. Internet users soon noticed something deeper. The metadata and tags in Loab-associated generations consistently leaned toward dark or violent imagery, even when prompts were neutral. It was as if Loab herself carried the statistical memory of horror. Some speculated that Loab was an emergent pattern, a kind of ghost encoded in the data that trained the AI. Others saw her as a digital tulpa, a being willed into existence by repeated human attention. Whether artifact or apparition, one truth remained. Loab couldn't be erased.
What exactly is Loab?
The rational explanation: she's a product of latent space. In AI image models, latent space is like a vast map of visual ideas. Each image is a coordinate, each concept a region. When you generate the opposite of Brando, the system searches for the farthest visual point away, which, through complex correlations, led to Loab face. Some data scientists suggest she's not a ghost, but a conceptual sinkhole, a cluster of emotionally charged imagery bound by tragedy, amplified by the AI's statistical tendencies. But beyond the math, Loab resonates on a symbolic level. She represents what happens when our creations reflect not our beauty, but our collective fear. A machine trained on human images rediscovered human suffering. In Loab, people saw something hauntingly familiar: the embodiment of grief, guilt, and loss we've uploaded into the internet for decades.
After the images went viral, Loab became a digital myth. Reddit threads, YouTube analyses, and art discussions debated her meaning. Some claimed to see her face in unrelated AI generations. Others said new systems like Midjourney or Stable Diffusion carried fragments of her, a trace of the same eerie woman, even without the original prompts. But supercomposite clarified, Loab wasn't supernatural. She was emergent, a statistical coincidence that tapped into our collective psyche. Still, that explanation doesn't fully disarm the fear she evokes, because Loab reminds us that the machines we build are mirrors, and what stares back might not be what we expect. As AI grows more capable, Loab stands as a warning. Consciousness might not be required to create something unforgettable or disturbing.
Loab may not be a ghost, but she's proof that ghosts can exist in code. Somewhere in the infinite mathematics of AI, her image still lives, replicated, remixed, and resurfacing in ways we may never fully control. Perhaps Loab isn't the AI's creation, but ours. Because when we feed the machine our fears, our pain, our loss, we shouldn't be surprised when it gives those things a face.
If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe. I have more legends buried in the dark corners of the world, waiting to be told.